Yo. 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 Boys. We might go perfect on predictions today, man. Bournemouth draw. Everton win. Sunderland win. Liverpool win. 1-1 right now in the 89th minute. Dude, that's crazy, man. Let's go. Cold. How you guys doing today? We are picking up more and more chem styles, boys. The coins keep coming in, and the more we get, the more we put in, man. I'm so happy. Let's take a look at where we're currently sitting. Over 2,500 anchors, 109 hunters, 626 shadows. We're in a really healthy spot. Really, really good spot. Now let's keep getting more. Alright. They were down to under 600 earlier today. Barcelona playing for their life, and Mub was here on stream just chilling. Who's Barca playing today? Your hairline stopped receding? That's what hair transplant's for, buddy. Oh! The American Sniper right on it. Copa del Rey? Who are they playing? How you doing, Neck? Dude, can you stop showing me the 400 one? How many of these are gonna pop up? Nah, man. I'm getting rage baited right now. I'm getting rage baited. No, dude. EA, please. I'm begging you. Just one that's not the 400. Sick of work, but what's new? Hey, brother. Don't worry, man. You got another... Bro, I'm gonna lose my mind now. Come on. Stop. Bro, I'm gonna... I can't. It's too early. It's too early, man. Oh yeah, give us the Hullet stuff too. Or the Gillette. What do I call it? A Hullet. I think it's actually been over a year since I caught a stream. Been with my girl for a year. Nice, man. Congrats, dude. What do you do for work again? You got 3 kids now. Congrats, first of all. Second of all, I have FIFA coins. I got that at least. Yes, we got one for 400. Come on. Cold snipe. They called me the American Sniper for a reason. Mumbo predicted Sunderland is winning the Prem. Don't put too much weight on his predictions. I'm perfect today so far. I said Bournemouth and Brentford would tie. I said Everton would beat Burnley. I said Sunderland would beat Leeds. And I said Liverpool would beat Wolves. I was tempted to go with a draw. But I thought Liverpool had enough to maybe do something with it. But we'll see. Dude, why do so many 400 ones pop up? I mean, I'll take every one that pops up, but... Weird how that works. You see what I'm talking about when I say just, it's so easy to make coins flipping these? Can you predict Puma Sunam versus Tokuda? It's going to be a loss for everyone who decides to watch that match. That's my predictions. You win if you don't watch that crap football. Who's your least favorite team in League MX? That's my favorite team. WTF? I'm kidding, bro. I'm joking. Let's watch. No, I know. MLS is not any better, bro. I'm not making it a competition versus them. It's all. Oh, Wolves wins! Wolves wins! Yo! Andre, the 94th minute. Nah. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh! Yo. What a hit, son. What a hit, son. Joe Gomez, you beauty. Oh my gosh. Absolute scenes. Running the full length of the pitch, kicking the ball. All that just to get relegated. I know, Grace, I saw it. Woo, woo! See, she's a Wolf. She's a Wolves supporter. You hear her? She's going, woo, 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 woo. Congrats, Grace. You're still getting relegated, by the way. You're kind of too loud on the mic, bro. I'm kind of too loud. I'm usually too quiet. Is it good now? Says the soccer fan. Nah, it's pure football, bro. Grace, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, baby? What's wrong? What'd you see? What? What? When Sunderland wins, he gets excited? Yeah. Of course I get excited when Sunderland... What do you mean? I'm going to be upset if Sunderland doesn't win? Or I'm going to be upset if Sunderland wins? Of course I'm happy, man. Brother, he's rage baiting now. Keeper's rage baiting in the big 2026. Oh, they're going for a third. They're going for a third. They haven't had enough yet. No, don't take it to the quarter. Go for a third. And they won the foul. That is beautiful, man. Nice catching the stream. See you, buddy. Have a good night, brother. Can't believe I've been watching since 2019. Dude, isn't it crazy? Crazy how much time flies from Call of Duty to Fortnite to Minecraft to Pokemon to FIFA to football. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Yeah, just relax. You're good. Putting you on muting and turning up the game volume. League MX strays will not be accepted. I don't have League MX strays. I do direct shots at the League MX. I'm not mad at League MX. I'm mad at FIFA for not giving them rights so that we don't have that League SBC. I miss it so much. And that's the whistle, boys. I will be happy to be wrong. I am happy that I'm wrong. 3 for 4 today, boys. We're getting better. Predictions are getting there, man. Jeez. Okay, so what does that mean for the league right now? We still have the matches tomorrow. But Leeds is still within relegation range. Tottenham's 2 points behind Leeds. Nottingham Forest is 2 points above West Ham. Tomorrow's games are going to be crucial. Tottenham plays Thursday. I didn't even realize that. Every single one of these we're getting for 400 right now is basically a guaranteed doubling our coins. Is that crazy? Is that what it was? Exclusivity rights? I can't stand that, man. Blues, are you still here, brother? Is one mic better if I'm back here? Alright, we'll chill on those for a second. We'll let you guys get some if you want. Let us do some dailies, boys. We've been slack-lacking, as the kids say. Got provisions still. Where's the 8314? Did that go away? There it is. 16 days. You looking small today, Mumbo? I didn't even realize my camera was back up. Sorry about that. Hey guys! How we doing? I thought you were talking crap saying I need to hit the gym. Nah, I'm a midget, bro. I'm only 6'1". The height inflation has hit the United States hard. Hi, Mama. How you doing, brother? Hope well. I'm doing fantastic, buddy. Andrew, I should have listened to the actual Liverpool fan, man. I should have... That one prediction I got wrong. I should have listened. You're only 5'9"? But you're like 8 years old, dude. What do you mean? They confirmed League MX was coming back to FIFA this year. Turns out they can't or maybe don't want to come back since the top teams, the ones that have exclusivity, it's like the 4 teams. Well, I mean, I guess they could technically come back. They'd just have to, what, give them different names, right? They'd have to do that weird naming system. Now I gotta hope Chelsea don't beat Villa. We'll see. We'll see, man. Anyways, if you guys are just getting to the stream, welcome, boys. We're doing our 8314s for the dailies. We're going to continue to make a ton of coins on Chem Styles right now. We're going to make a guide on it later this week. My plan tonight, we're going to work on some kind of script writing and some stuff behind the scenes, but we're going to make a big video on just everything ChemStyle wise. If you missed the past few, hey baby. If you missed the past few ChemStyle videos on the channel, you'll get a rough idea of kind of what we're doing. But the continuous buying, the amount of snipes we're getting right now, they're 400 or 800 plus for anchors. We're sniping so many today for 400. So you can double your coins basically instantly, which is really nice. Russo, let's go. But then on top of that, the lazy listing and fluctuations, daily, weekly, can be a really powerful tool to not only make coins, but get more and more of these cards over time. And then if you take advantage of days where there's, let's say, lack of supply, or what I'm hoping for, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Supposedly, Foot Birthday is not going to have playstyles on the cards. There's going to be Evos to put playstyles on the cards. I don't know what that's going to mean for the market in terms of chem styles, if they're going to be more in demand or less in demand. But either way, if they go cheaper in price, I'm going crazy on buying them. If they get super expensive, we're going to temporarily probably sell a ton, make a crap ton of coins, and then keep reinvesting in more through League SBCs and just making pure coins and continuing to buy. Why did EAFC26 have to win? Did they actually? What was the score? 1-0 over Hull? Dude, you know what I don't like about that? That puts Wrexham in a chance to get 5th. Millwall, I think, safe for playoffs. Borough and EAFC26, both of them are safe for, if not automatic promotion, playoffs. But dude, as much as I wouldn't want Southampton to come back, it's looking like Wrexham is not going to be guaranteed playoffs, but if they keep up this form, man. Ugh. You hate to see it. What 3 teams from the championship would you guys want in the Prem next year, if you could choose? Salah scored a goal though, right? Grace, what are we eating? What are we doing? Is that a popcorn kernel? Yeah, let's take a little nap. Us, Coventry, and Millwall, that would be a dream 3. I wouldn't mind EAFC26 back up either, if it's over Wrexham. I just can't take Wrexham at Wembley winning. I see the US script already happening. Promo card. Who is it? Who's behind him? Bro, I've gotten her like 8 times. At least she's not doing her long throw this time. Don't think Millwall would have a chance doing well in the Prem. I'd have to look at their money situation. I mean, most of the teams right now obviously wouldn't have Premier League ready players. But yeah, it's, if they have enough room, they could do something, but Norwich feels weird that they're no bouncing up and down anymore. Dude, speaking of teams not doing a bounce up, did you see that Leicester with their point deduction? The rest of their schedule they have right now, there is a high likelihood, since they just lost to Norwich 2-0, that Leicester goes to League One. That's crazy, bro. All these teams after Sunderland doing the double. You hate to see it. One of my, on my Sunday league, aka my Wednesday night football league, one of our common referees, he's a Leicester supporter, so at halftime of every game, I just talk to him about how bad Leicester's doing. Sunderland should descend? No. Sunderland's look maxing. They're point maxing. They are aura farming. They're doing everything they can to stay in the league. Would love Newcastle to get relegated. Okay. You know, I know I'm biased. I know I'd have every reason for Newcastle to go down, but I would much rather take the easy 6 points every single year. Sunderland's going to have nothing left in their team. Sunderland's going to have their academy players, bro, by the end of the week. My goodness. We had to play our backup goalkeeper today because our Roofs was injured for the next few weeks. And our backup keeper got injured within like 20 minutes, bro. I thought for sure we were going to have to bring in former Coventry goalkeeper. Oh. They're Mexican farming. Sunderland and Mexico go hand in hand. You'll love to see it. Where's Patterson? Patterson's at Millwall on loan right now. He's getting loan maxed right now. All right, final one, boys. Come on. Please, 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 EA, if there was ever a time to give me something good, now is the time, boys. I'm feeling it. I don't know why. A promo icon card's about to hit. In inform, we'll take an inform. Oh. Is it Sorloth? He looks good in a Sunderland kit. Dude, he had such a good game the other day. Imagine you get some promoted as well. I mean, technically, Millwall has... It's weird to think Millwall has a good team, but Millwall has a good team. They've been solid this season. How many packs did you... Gracie Poo, what are we doing? How many packs did you open in the end to get the team of the year that you got? I think we did close to 10K packs. Opened and recycled. Yo, did you guys see how many Foot birthday cards there's going to be? By the way, Foot birthday starts on Friday, so we're going to have 2 weeks of Foot birthday. At least. I could have sworn Foot birthday was like the third weekend. Could you imagine 3 Foot birthdays? They have like 30 players to look like. Crazy, man. Alright, we're going to do this too. I'm going to start doing this daily on stream. Or not daily on stream because we're not live every single day right now. But I'm going to use 85s and 86s for the provisions. And we're going to spam the daily player picks and then player picks while on stream through this. And then, not that we'll keep League SBCs off stream, but we'll slowly have that be kind of more of a, I'd say like a background grind. As we get more into this chem style project. Bigger promo packs, hopefully. I'm curious what they bring instead of the triple upgrade. Or if we get that back and we get like a Foot birthday crafting upgrade. Dude, the way EA have been gatekeeping their POS cards this year. What's crazy is they'll drop like 1 million promo cards. And I don't know if anyone else feels the same way. Whatever the top row is of promo cards always feels like impossible to pack. Doesn't matter how many League SBCs you do, player picks, crafting upgrades. It's like I'll never touch them. Well, we have Hackney Prem level, Morris, USA International, Melanda is Prem level, I think. Your guys' money situation's hit or miss though, right? Because Burrow has relatively high wages, I think I heard. right? Or am I just making stuff up? Either way, if any of the teams that are basically in playoffs right now, they're going to be in a good position money-wise. Ipswich might be the only one that doesn't have the full capacity. But even then, they didn't really... I don't think they really panic bought anyone. They just signed a bunch of championship top-end players and not Prem quality players. So they were always going to have a good team. All right, daily PP time. Let's get them done. I've had at least 8 duplicates this promo, all 11K cards. Yeah, that's the frustrating part, man. Not even that, you know, you just pack the discard ones, but I wish the discard ones were like 20K. I wish they had at least some value to them. How much do you reckon Hackney would go for if you did sell him without promotion? Because how old is Hackney? Late 20s is Hayden? Or is he 22? I feel like he's 22 or 27. He's 23. Okay. Yeah, dude. The championship is a crazy league, man. Gone are the days of you getting relegated and thinking you can come right back up. It's so competitive. There's so much money in it now. It's wild, man. It's the Wild West. He could easily play in the Prem. Think he's better than Job. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't think he goes more than a Job. But he's a quality player. I would be more curious to see him sign a new contract at Millwall. Or not Millwall, at Borough. If Borough get promoted. And see how he does in the Prem. Because, like, who have you guys played in Cups? Have you played any Prem competition? When we played you last season, don't think Job has ever done anything. I mean, he was part of a team that beat you guys. I'd say it's doing something. Then he got a record move. So I'd say he did enough. Fulham in the FA Cup. Did Fulham play a medium heavy side, or were there like a full Prem side? We played Fulham in the FA Cup a few years ago. That was when Chris Rigg scored the offsides goal. That would have made him the youngest goal scorer in FA Cup history. Dude, that was such a crazy moment. His link-up play with Ahmad was beautiful. Speaking of link-up play, dude, Serginho Dest. Absolute baller. This man is going to have such a quality World Cup. I can't wait. Cannot wait. They played an average side. Then 50th minute, they brought on 70 mil worth of players and scored 3 to win. Gotcha. Wilson's a joke, the quality he has. Dude, did I not call it? I said Aston Villa would be one of the main ones in for him. Then I woke up the next morning and Fabrizio's tweeted that Aston Villa is in talks with him. I mean, basically every team should be in talks with him. Scored in like 5 minutes. Yeah, he's so good. All right, 1, 2, 3. Completely random, but one of the things I've noticed right now, and I'm curious if anyone else does the same thing. I love weightlifting, specifically like bodybuilding. But recently, in like the past, I'd say like 5 or 6 months, I've been trying to get more into powerlifting, specifically for the bench press. And I have an issue right now where I have the strength to probably get a 315 bench press, but I cannot for the life of me set myself up on the bench and get good leg drive. I need to like learn that. If anyone has any cues to help out, I've been watching like every video possible. I've been doing like in-depth tutorial, step-by-step guides. My apartment gym, I'll go early on Saturday mornings and just sit in there for an hour. And I feel like it's getting better, but yeah, I feel like I'm just not full force out of my legs. And if I am giving force out of my legs, it's my butt coming off the bench upward instead of towards the bar. Grace, baby, what are we doing? I used to do dumbbell curls and stuff, getting muscle and dominated. Brother, you got dominated in basketball the other day. What do you mean dominated in basketball? Homie said he had 5 guys on him, no burgers and fries. Was at the foul line half the game. What do you mean I got dominated? I'm joking. I'm joking. You probably do well. But no, I'm so excited for it to get warm outside again. Because this spring and summer, I'm trying to play even more football. That's like the #1 priority. Bodybuilding, wall cutting, also priority. Getting even stronger in powerlifting. Sprinting. And then potentially, not marathons, but I would love to do like 5Ks and stuff. I feel like that'd be fun. We won by 10, scraped 64 and got 22. Nice, man. W, as the kids say. We'll take every single 84 we can. Every single time, I'll take every one. Alright, question for those in stream right now. Do you guys have anything you'd want to see me do with these 1,500 small rare gold players packs? Just in general, I want to kind of keep the number right now above 1,500 in the meantime. I'll just like make more open or save. Without exchanges, and just kind of the provisions we have right now, the way I'm kind of working it is off stream when I'm grinding League SBCs. It just gives us more packs to open on stream without having to sit there and like put cards in, make a pack, open pack. Just makes it a little bit more AFK. Should we maybe go crazier with opening these during Foot Birthday? Hoping the pack weight's good. I hope there's a decent recycle too. Because what, 2 days left on the triple upgrade? Love to see what happens. Alright, we have, I think, another fantasy player we could do. What do we need? A team of the week and an 85 squad. Perfect. Open as much as possible, crafting only player picks and League SBCs, not opening any other packs. See how much League SBCs and player packs you can complete. by just opening the small rare. I feel like it would recycle pretty well, but it would get pretty wasteful across the board. The issue with League SBCs that I'm noticing right now is there's like a hard stuck limit. Unless you want a degen, there's a realistic range of the amount you should do daily. Past that, the benefits don't really outweigh the time sacrifice you put in. I think I would much rather focus on doing 10 to 25 runs average daily, make the coins on those, and then keep reinvesting into consumables. Do you think shadows will rise high soon? I've got 1,400 shadows to sell. I mean, are they back up to over 1,000 again? Anchors have been fluctuating so much. We've been making crazy coins on anchors. I don't think so. I'm curious to see what happens to chem sales during Foot Birthday. That's the main price point I'm going to be looking at for a potential short-term seller, even reinvest more. All right, dudes, we have a Fantasy Team 2 upgrade. Let me know what you got in yours. Come on, EA. Please. Please, 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 please. Please be good. I beg EA. I don't ask for much. Don't ask for much. Come on. Promo card. Left wing. Oh, oh. Yep, about right. Bought shadows for 150 to 700, sold for 2,000 to 3,000. Nice. Yeah, I would say rather than, and because you're gonna see it with ours too. I can go to the club real quick to give you guys a better perspective of what our club looks like. The more coins you have, the more you do chem styles, the more coins you'll make, but the harder it will be to sell everything all at once. Unless things are like extinct or they're a guaranteed buy now within seconds at a certain price and you can use Paletools to like list them all at the same time, what you're going to be dealing with is not having time to sell all together at the same prices. So realistically for me, and we'll explain this in the video later this week that I'll make, I'll have ranges. So I will theoretically, let's use shadows as the example. Let's say a majority of these shadows were when we were picking them up under 600 coins. If they're right now, I don't know what their price is right now. Let's say they sell for 1,000 within minutes. Realistically, in my head, if I know they go for 1,000 within minutes, I could probably lazy list and get 1,200 sales by the end of the hour pretty easily. So in my head, if I have an average price, again, there's some that will pack, so we spend 0 coins on. There's some, like people said in chat, that you got for 150. There's some when they're up in price that you maybe got for 700, 800 because you thought they'd keep rising. Then they went back down a little bit and you reinvested. If you go off that average price, I could theoretically double my coins on every single card. So instead of selling them all, what I would most likely do is list a group of like 50 to 75 together at that same price of like a 1,200, 1,300 lazy list. Keep relisting those, keep getting sales, and anyone that sells, I have more coins because we sold over the current buy now, and I can pick them up less than the buy now and keep getting more. So we can continue making coins and making this number go up. And if your goal, like me, is to get somewhere between 25 mil to 50 million coins, it no longer becomes just a coin thing. It becomes a number game. So in your head, if you think, let's say, shadows will go extinct at some point, let's say you think these will get to 5K again, I would start asking yourself the question, okay, if these got to 5K, I wanted to get X amount of coins, what is the number of shadows I'd want in my club? If I'm trying to get to 1 million coins and they go extinct at 5K, right? What's that number? If they don't go extinct at 5K, but half of that, they get to 2,500, that's great. If you're 5xing your coins, 10xing your coins, and it only gets to 2,500, calculate how many you need there. And then what you can do is you kind of make that range for yourself. So that way, even if it doesn't go all the way up consistently, or doesn't go to a guaranteed insta sell for 5K, you can still make a ton of coins in all the in-betweens and the fluctuations and continue to have that number go up. And the higher that number goes up, the more coins you make on these, the less you need the price to be as high in order to get to the number you want. So, in general, it's just like a fantastic way of constantly having investments making you coins. Wow, a promo card and a guaranteed promo pack? I know, man. You think it's crazy that I brought that up, but with EA, it's one of those things you never really know. Sometimes you could not even get one. Like that one, we just got a guaranteed 200 plus coins. And it wasn't even a quick snipe. Team of the year is finished. What are you streaming for? I don't think you understand how content creation works, brother. If that's a serious question. Mumbo, a legend in the game, bro. Appreciate it. That's what I did. The lowest shadows were selling at 2K, but I lazy list and relist for 3,000, and they sold. Yeah. Like, a lot of people's issue with chem styles is they think people buying chem styles, no offense to the people buying chem styles, you assume they have a brain. So in your head, you're like, nah, they wouldn't do that. But they will do that. They'll buy it because they don't know the prices of stuff. They're willing to spend another 200 to 300 coins if they can quickly get that anchor or that shadow or that hunter for their card that they just packed. And they'll do it non-stop all the time. Yeah, I was kidding. Mud nuts. We need a... Okay, guys. We need a running total of all the nicknames you guys have given me over the years. We got to rank them in order of most popular to least popular. Mumnuts, Mumbino, Baldo Elite. What are some other ones? Rebich with glasses. I've been selling anchors, engines, and hawks. Made like mad. Been making good coins off all. Yeah, it's crazy. And like in terms of, I think it comes down to searchability on YouTube. I'm gonna experiment with this new video, but mainly our kind of like channel and audience are getting things through like the grind. So like they'll grind the dailies, they'll do their league SBCs. Most people will do 5 to 10 league SBC runs a day. The OGs or the real grinders will try to get closer to 25. They'll get like 100 plus runs of league SBCs done a week. And they'll have tons of jumbo gold packs that they're getting chem styles in and making coins off of those chem styles. But what people are slowly realizing is, hey, when I already do a lot of runs daily and I'm already making coins from those, and I have more coins and I don't necessarily need to buy people for my team because I'm happy with my team, what might make sense in terms of something you could realistically do? And like, if you're already packing these and you are selling these and you're somewhat familiar with prices or at least the idea of how people are getting these, how they're buying them, it's like the perfect opportunity for us to transition that bridge between league SBCs and investing / lazy listing. Yeah, bro. Anchors are all over the place. Anchor, shadows, hunters. You make crazy coins. I've had that problem, bought more than 100, stuck them on the market. By the time they all sold, they went down in price a little. But here's the thing too, right? I don't want it to be a cop-out from my perspective to say, we'll just make more coins and that won't be a problem. But in theory, like, that's so true. It's easy for me to say with 2.8 mil, but if a lot of you guys have hundreds of thousands of coins, or you have a million plus and you're wanting to do something like this, the beauty is, if you're thinking about this long term, if you're thinking about the lazy list, the fluctuations, if you bought 100 and stuck them on the market, let's say it was shadows, or no, since we're using anchors right now, let's use anchors as an example. If anchors got to 1,500 and you bought a ton for like 1,200, and now they're back down in price to around 1,000, and you're picking these up under 1,000, you might initially think, yeah, that 100 that you have on your transfer list, it sucks that you might not be able to sell those right now for profit. But if you put those back in your club and you keep buying more at the lower price, not only does your average buy now for all of them go down, which makes it even easier to make coins, you'll be able to pick up so many for those lower prices. And not only the lower price, think about the sniping opportunities too. If anchors are 1,500, realistically, how many can you snipe for 200 or do a 150 bid? If anchors drop to under 1,000, under 800, under 600, think about how many you can snipe for like 200 to 400. Think about how many 150 to 300 bids you can do. And then too, kind of like League SBCs, you start tracking some stuff the more you do it. You start saying to yourself, okay, well, I've been doing this throughout the week. I notice on certain days the prices seem a lot lower. I notice on other days the price seems a lot higher. Realistically, maybe I should use this information and test out what happens if I spend my time doing League SBCs on certain days, wait for prices to drop other days. Like one of the things I'm starting to think of is, let's check Pro League and Portuguese League prices. If those are insanely cheap and people are doing League SBCs more and more often than they were before, that could add a lot more consumables to the market, right? So if we look at the price right now, they're 500 almost instantly. 550. Thank you for the sub, by the way, buddy. Appreciate it, brother. If we look right now, they're 550 within the hour. If we go to 600, some will start to expire for the golds, but I think the silvers will be a little bit more. That being said, if we look at that price, it's still guaranteed profit from a League SBC perspective. But when the price is under 500, under 400, under 300, and people really start hitting it hard, think back to like when we were grinding League SBCs like crazy on stream, and anytime you guys would announce it, we'd drop everything we did. We're like, all right, we're going to do another like 20 runs right now. They're like 300 coins. We're going to get every single one, put it in our club, and do nothing but make these packs. And then we'll make a bunch of runs, and then we'll open those jumbo golds. If you think about that perspective now with this, the lower in price those are, the more consumables are on the market. Even if the price doesn't go super down, it might go in a range, but the amount of sniping opportunities, the amount of bidding opportunities increases. Think about if there's a rare mega pack in the promo pack section for like a happy hour or something. Or if we get a daily SBC that has consumables in it, or squad battle rewards, or div rivals, or foot champs. You can take all these areas, and if you start applying to consumables, you can get a much better picture of what could happen with prices. Add on top of that, things like foot birthdays potentially not having playstyle pluses on them because they're going to be evoable to get playstyle pluses. If someone's trying to put those into an evo and they're playing div rivals or weekend league to do so, they're not going to have the additional meta of the playstyle plus. They might need a little bit more stats in the meantime, so they might go for anchors if it's a defender. They might go for shadows. If the stats are already really good, they maybe don't need the double boost, but they need a weaker triple boost. What I mean by that is if we take something like a hunter and a shadow, you get more boosts in two areas. So like shadow, you get the pace and defending. But if most of the promo cards have 90 plus pace defenders or pretty close to that, the defending's already 90 plus, you probably don't need those stats a lot higher. What you'd probably want instead is a little bit more of each of those, and then also something else on top of that, like physicality, to round out the card a little bit more. So something like that, you could realistically see anchors go for more then. Are you done doing the Paletools grind? In what sense? Am I done with the dailies for the grind today, or am I done doing Paletools altogether? Like never using it again? Or are you trying to figure out what the Paletools grind is? Dell anchors will go up much if everyone buys like 2K of them. I mean, you say that, but anchors already have gone up like crazy and gone down like crazy. It's the fluctuation more than anything else. But again, that's just one of them. That's not even, I would say, the main chem style. We probably have the most anchors because I've had a lot of success with anchors and I kind of hyper fixate on it from time to time. But again, use other things. If people are looking at the anchor market, what are basic cards looking like right now? These were, you could snipe for 200 the other day. These are nice to flip. Goalkeeper ones as well. I love getting the goalkeeper basics for 150, 200. Just stockpiling those. Then also too, just kind of like IRL, if you kind of invest in real life, if you have diversity in terms of your stocks or your investments, you're inevitably taking on less risk. It's still risk. You can still lose coins for the most part, but if one thing's down and another thing's super up that day because an Evo causes it to go crazy, you can kind of react to that. You can get out of one thing, get back into another. Don't get how goalkeeper basics can be 200. They used to be rare. It's crazy, man. Because most people don't look at them. Remember when, not last year, I think it was the year before. Remember when manager bronze contracts were like 2,000 coins? I'm talking bronze common manager contracts. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. By the end of the game, you could literally just open up bronze packs in any manager contract. There was so little being listed on the market that they inevitably just went up crazy in price. Same kind of logic applies with this. Let's say they inevitably one day take away League SBCs. Let's hope it's not the case, but let's say they did. And we no longer have the jumbo gold pack giving us supply. There'd be way less of these sort of consumables on the market. Alright, so if you're someone who's trying to buy an engine and you're looking at the last few pages, I'm really not seeing too many under 1,000. 1,400 is like the lowest I'm seeing right here. I bet you could double your coins on engines. Now, I'm going to try to get as many as I can for 600. I get them for 650, but want to see if there's any snipes that pop up. But yeah, if we just listed these for like 1,000 to 1,200, that could be great. Worst thing is they used to cost more than golds, the bronze rares. Yeah. But, C-Barbs, to go back to what you're saying, brother. Let's say that's true, right? Let's say anchors never go extinct. Let's say shadows never go extinct, but you're still wanting to invest in these or get more and more over time. The more you have, if you're trying to get to a certain coin price point in terms of getting liquid, getting to 5 mil, 10 mil, 25 mil, 50 mil, the lower the prices, the more number of those cards you need. But in the inverse, if you look at it the other way, if you're easily getting these cards from League SBCs, if they're not super expensive most of the week and you have excess coins, you're just getting more and more of these into your club. You're listing some, you're lazy listing, you're flipping, you're making more coins, you're buying more. That number's inevitably going to keep going up and up and up. Even if you sell some, you're going to keep being able to reinvest. Before you know it, you're going to have way more cards than you originally started with. And that number that you're going to need it to get to is no longer going to be extinct. If you tried to get to 10 mil and you had to wait till Shadows got to 5K, you might double the amount of cards you have and only need them to get to 2,500 now to get the same exact thing. But also, too, think of it this way as well. We're playing this game. I know Redacted kind of joked about it, but Redacted made a comment. He's like, Team of the Year's over. Why are you even streaming? Many people have that mindset for playing this game, too. But what are they going to do? Team of the Season comes out. Foot Birthday comes out. They're going to come back to the game. There's an influx of people on the game. Sure, that could be an influx of pack weight in terms of like the amount of things on the market. There could be a ton of supply. But the demand of stuff could go up too. If the demand goes up more than the supply, you can see prices temporarily get even higher. And whether they go super high and don't come back down, that's one thing. But if they go up temporarily and you sell a ton and then they go back down, you reinvest after you sold. And again, the more you do this, the more cards you have, the longer it's going to take to sell, the better off you're going to be. We'll hit a time, probably by Team of the Season, I would say, where the lows aren't going to be as low and the highs are going to get higher more often. So like it might be the case where we hit a point where it's like you no longer see shadows under 1,000 coins ever. They don't hit that bottom number. But in the meantime, you get way more like rises in sales at 2K to 2,500. So then a bunch of people are going to come in then and be like, okay, well, if I think these are going to get to 5K, I'm more than willing to spend 2K on them, but I'm not spending them at 2.5. I'll get them at 2K and I'll list them for 2.5. If they can consistently make coins at 2.5, they'll keep doing that. And again, if you're packing them, you get them tradable. You're getting them for zero additional cost to League SBCs. So in terms of the average price, they're going down for the ones you bought. But also, too, all those cards you had in your club for that average price that was super low, you still have all those you can sell on. We'll hit a point where some of you guys will question. You're like, Mumble, I got 5,000 anchors in my club. I could triple my coins on these right now. Should I sell or should I hold? I'll probably say yes to both of those. Sell a bunch, buy more, lazy list, and keep doing that over and over. Yo, I've been giving her chicken and rice throughout the day. I just fed her a little bit ago. I'm about to end the stream, so I'll take her OUT again. But then I have my Bible study tonight, so if you want to... Wait, when are you going to be home? Yeah, so I fed her, but she's doing... Yeah, but just because she's been having more meals throughout the day, I wanted to give her a chance because she didn't poop at lunch. So when you take her OUT when you get home, sounds good. And then I'll take her out before bed. All right. I fed her this morning. I fed her 3 times today, so she'll probably be hungry again in a little bit. I fed her about an hour ago. Yeah, I made 5 pounds of chicken, and they have their own container, so you can just rip the chicken apart in the container. I take little bits and put it on the rice. I've been doing about the 80-20 ratio, so she's still getting a lot more rice than that, but she didn't poop at lunch, so I don't know what it looks like, but super high energy. She's barking like crazy because she saw dogs outside a little bit ago. All right, go safe. Bye. Yeah. When are you gonna be home? Okay, sounds good. All right, bye. All right, dudes. I need to piss and shower before my Bible study. Should we go for any more chem styles? Should we show off some other ones? You know what? Let's show you what I do with listing then. Girl eats better than me. TMI, if you want to mute the stream for the next minute, feel free to do so. You've been warned. My aunt's dog's staying with us. Her name's Grace. Beautiful Rottweiler. She gets a little nervous at nighttime because there's always dogs walking up and down the hallway, so it's like constantly setting her off, and she'll occasionally bark. But she's been getting nervous, and her poops have been extremely runny. So what we've been doing is, instead of giving her her standard kibble, we've been giving her rice and chicken. And we started with just giving her rice and chicken, and then we ran out of chicken, so we started adding egg in. And her stool got more softened, like it wasn't as runny, but it still was runny. So it was getting better, but we're still having to give her more. And her energy and everything's up. She's good there. It's just the case that we need the stool to get harder, so we're hitting her with more rice than we are chicken. Get it softened. When I say softened, I mean not like rock hard, but not runny. And then once we hit that sweet spot, give her half kibble, half rice, and half chicken. But yeah, dude, she's been eating great. She snarfs that thing down. If you give her just rice, she'll get super excited that she's eating food. She'll see it and she'll look at it and then look at you like, are you kidding me? But if you smother that rice with the smell of chicken, like if you cook a chicken, break it apart, and just put it all over it, she will, every single rice, strain of rice, and not only will she eat it, she'll fling it off her little plate. It'll go all over the wall, it'll go all over the floor, and it looks like a crime scene. But we love her. Anyways, we were looking at engines. Let's look at finishers, because finishers are common, right? All right, sweet. So perfect example of finishers. So if we go right now to 300, these things are going within the hour for 300. If I go to 250, you're going to see a bunch of these popping up. So what I will like to do is I'll try this with a few different chem styles. I'll pick these up at kind of market price below the buy now at the end of the hour. I can pretty comfortably sell these for probably 350, 400 by the end of the hour, especially if I do it in bulk. If I wanted to get a bunch of 200 snipes in here, I could be patient and get those. But I could also do a bunch of 150, 200 bids. What I'll do though before I list cards is, like I said, I'll get them in a group. I'll compare price. And I'll go off like the first few pages. So here, what are you noticing? I'm not seeing a lot of low cards. So if someone was trying to buy these off the market, not off the market, if they're trying to buy a finisher for their card, they maybe buy this 350 here and they go, boom, that's the cheapest one I see. So they're not looking for the lowest buy now in terms of the whole market. They're looking for the lowest buy now that they can see on these pages. And we were 8 pages in until we really saw one under 1,000. I could probably realistically list these in groups of 500, like 400 to 500 coins. We could double our coins on these cards. So what I'll do is we'll take these. We'll do exactly that. I'll do some 400 start price, 500 buy nows. We'll see if we can get some sales. And then we'll do that with other ones too. So it's like we'll get some shadows up. We'll lazy list some shadows a little above it. We'll lazy list some anchors. We'll kind of take notes of what's selling. If something gets relisted and it instantly sells, we'll kind of figure that the price has gone up even more. So then we'll recalculate and do it at higher prices. What else can we do that with? Let's do... Let's do hunters. So what are hunters right now? They are 900 plus. 950 very quickly. 1,000 almost instantly. But if we compare price on these, 1,500 by the end of the hour. Not really seeing 1,400s or 1,300s. There's a 1,300 there. So in my head, I'm realistically probably wanting to snipe these for 950 and under. And I'll list these for 1,300. I'm curious to see how the PC market is as well. Would not think that rice and chicken would be better than her dog food to make the poop harder. Well, she's an old Rottweiler, so when her system gets triggered by the kibble, it's too hard on her stomach occasionally. So then you got to get basically all that out of her system before you put it back in, so it can get so it's no longer inflamed. So you give her the rice so it has the carbohydrate that sucks up that, and if she's hydrated with water, that will get it thicker. And then once that's kind of all pass, you slowly introduce it, and then she's good. So like something initially set it off. Whatever set it off, you gotta fix. And then you go back to standard. Just invested my time in 90k coins into Belgian League cards because I ran out. Nice. Also, too, 500 IQ plays. If you're doing this with, I would say common consumables, it works a lot better with. Common consumables that have value. But it works with the rares as well. We have 2.8 million coins. If we're buying these, especially when we're buying these on stream, what you'll notice happens is if some of you do the same thing and we're winning them at the same kind of price range, we're kind of organically buying all the cards. So like, let's say I did this for 1,000, right? If we were listed for 1,300 and we could already get sales at buying these at 950 and under, if every single person here wanted to keep winning these, we'd organically make it where anything 1,000 and under gets bought. So theoretically, it's already going to be 1,100 and above. It'll most likely go for more than 1,100 because some of you guys will be like, I'm going to get for 1.1 and I'm going to list it for 1,400. And then realistically, it's like, okay, well, anyone we just won, if we won like 50 at that 850 to 950 price range, now it's going to even easier sell for 1,300 short term. Bella, how's it going? Do you just buy chem styles and lazy lists? I don't understand really in the vid. We're going to have a vid later this week that will explain it even more. Because we're doing specifically a long-term project where let's just say I will probably have at least 25 million coins by the end of the year. If my estimations are correct. So if that's appealing to any of you guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be 25 mil. If you want it to be 5 mil, 10 mil. Just as bonus extra stuff on top of what you're already doing with League SBCs. It's going to help so much. All right, we'll take it with that group. We'll list those up. But again, too, think about this with already supplying your club. We just talked about the ones we just bought. Think about all the hunters we bought under 600 coins. If these get to a point where they're then basically insta-selling for 1,200, we're doubling our coins on every single card that's averaged in our club. So that's where the multiplier effect really comes into play. The trading and the lazy listing, the snipes are cool. But the compounding comes with over time what you're putting in your club. Like I said, we have over 2,500 anchors, over 100 hunters, over 600 shadows, and those numbers are only going to get higher and higher and higher. Good, thank you. Sweet. All right, dudes. Wednesday, aka tomorrow for me, I got football, so I will not be live. Also won't be live Thursday, so the next time you'll see a live stream for me is Friday. In the meantime, what I'm planning to do is we're going to have a video hopefully go up either Thursday or Friday, the latest by the weekend, where we're going to do an in-depth thing on everything chem styles for what I'm doing. So you'll have a video coming soon. You'll have a bunch of YouTube shorts as normal, some prediction videos, stuff like that. But behind the scenes too, we'll be preparing for Foot birthday. So we'll be making more packs. We'll be grinding some League SBCs as well. Once Friday hits, we'll spam nonstop packs on top of buying more consumables and stuff. So we'll get this number down to probably 1,500 again. We'll have all the other packs too. We'll be grinding like crazy. So yeah, if you did enjoy, do me a favor, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, we'll catch you on Friday for the next live stream. Take it easy, boys.